Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Now that we've learned the importance of Atchara, let's explore how it's actually prepared and the ingredients that bring out its signature flavor. When we think of Atchara, we picture that signature crunch of hard, green papaya. However, regional and personal preferences sometimes allow for variations that use more mature fruit, lending a distinctly sweeter profile to the final product. While less common than the standard version, a few key distinctions define the sweeter, softer Atchara. Maturity of the fruit. Instead of completely unripe papaya, some recipes from areas that favor sweeter pickles incorporate slightly firm, yellowish papaya. This fruit retains some density but already possesses natural sweetness lacking in the green version. This drastically changes the texture, yielding a softer, less resistant bite. Purposefully sweeter brine. When using mature papaya, cooks often adjust the brine by increasing the sugar-to-vinegar ratio even further. The goal is a syrupy, dessert-like pickle that acts more as a sweet side relish than a tart palate cleanser. This version works exceptionally well alongside salty, dried fish dishes, where the sweetness provides necessary relief. Regional preferences. In some southern Philippine regions, where tropical fruits and sugarcane are plentiful, the sweeter style is preferred. It reflects a general culinary inclination toward heightened sweetness balanced by the omnipresent tang of vinegar. If you find the classic tart Atchara too acidic, exploring a variation made with slightly riper fruit might be the perfect entry point for you. Why Filipinos love Atchara, the perfect pairing. Filipino cuisine often includes dishes celebrated for their richness, deep savory flavors, and satisfying textures. Think of crispy pork skin, rich gravy, or hearty coconut milk sauces. This is precisely why Atchara is absolutely crucial. Its bright acidity is the perfect counterpoint to the fatty, heavy main courses that define celebratory Filipino feasting. Filipinos treat Atchara as an essential condiment. It is the refreshing side that prepares your mouth for the next savory, meaty bite. Cutting through richness, partnering Atchara with lechon and fried foods. Why does Atchara pair so well with the richest dishes? It is due to the science of flavor. When you consume rich, fatty foods, the fat coats your palate, dulling your taste buds. This buildup can make the subsequent bites feel heavy. Atchara's vinegar base and natural acidity work as a palate cleanser. Think of it like sorbet between rich courses. The sharpness of the sweet and sour brine instantly cuts through that residual fat, removing the grease and revitalizing your mouth. Consider its classic pairings. Lechon, roasted pig. Lechon, with its intensely crispy skin and succulent, fatty meat, is the centerpiece of many celebrations. Eating a small forkful of tangy Atchara after a piece of lechon resets the palate. This allows you to fully appreciate the next bite of rich pork as if it were the first. Crispy pata, deep-fried pork hocks. This dish involves deep-fried pork hocks, meaning incredible crunch but also substantial oiliness. The chilled, vibrant crunch of the pickled papaya offers a striking textural contrast and acid lift against the fried texture. Other fried favorites. Atchara also shines alongside longaniza, Filipino sausage, tocino, cured sweet pork, and fried fish. These items are often pan-fried in oil, and a spoonful of Atchara prevents the meal from feeling too heavy. The acidity acts as the necessary break. It is not just about taste. It is about extending your enjoyment of the entire meal without experiencing flavor fatigue. Vegetarian delight, incorporating Atchara into everyday meals. While its fame comes from pairing with meat, Atchara's versatility means it belongs on the table every day, not just during feasts. Its balance of sweetness and acidity makes it an excellent, flavorful vegetable side for simple, everyday meals. It is a simple way to add complexity and crunch to plates that might otherwise feel basic. You can easily use Atchara to elevate your weekday lunches. Rice bowls. Try topping a simple bowl of steamed rice with a fried egg and a generous side serving of atchara. The tang instantly transforms a plain meal into something bright and engaging. It adds a delicious punch to simple protein and rice combinations. Vegetable sides. Serve atchara alongside simple sautéed vegetables, such as ginseng sito, sautéed string beans, or eggplant dishes. The refreshing pickle complements the warm, soft cooked vegetables perfectly, adding necessary acidity where it might be missing. Sandwiches and wraps. Use atchara as a relish inside sandwiches instead of plain pickle slices. For instance, put a spoonful of atchara inside a pulled pork sandwich, or a simple chicken breast wrap for an unmistakable Filipino flavor burst. Simple ingredient boost. Use the natural brine from the atchara jar as a vibrant seasoning splash. A dash of the brine can brighten up simple sauces or salad dressings, turning a regular component into a tropical, tangy delight. Atchara proves that even a simple arrangement of vegetables can provide a complex flavor profile that benefits any dish, meat-laden or not. Mastering atchara storage and longevity tips. Once you have prepared a perfect jar of atchara, you want to keep it tasting great for as long as possible. Proper storage is essential for maintaining both its signature flavor balance and that appealing crisp texture. Pickling is a method of preservation, but even the best pickles need a controlled environment to last. We will cover the simple steps you need to follow to maximize your atchara's shelf life and keep it crunchy. Keeping the crunch, avoiding mushy pickled papaya. The worst outcome for any pickle is losing its crisp bite. If your atchara turns soft or mushy, it loses its effectiveness as a palate cleanser. Fortunately, you can take a few key preparatory steps before you even jar the mixture that significantly contribute to the final texture. These simple actions prevent the papaya from becoming flimsy after it soaks in the brine. Here are the two most important steps for maximum crispness. Salt and drain the papaya first. This is likely the single most important step for crunchy atchara. Immediately after shredding the green papaya, you must draw out excess water. Soaking the shreds in salt, or tossing them heavily with salt, pulls out moisture via osmosis. Once the water is drawn out, you need to squeeze the shreds thoroughly. This removal of water achieves two things. It reduces the chance of dilution in the brine, and it compacts the fiber of the papaya, which helps it stay firm against the vinegar. Wet papaya always leads to mushy atchara. Ensure the brine completely covers the vegetables. After you pack the vegetables into jars, the brine must fully submerge everything. Any pieces of vegetable left exposed to the air will quickly discolor, soften, and spoil. You should press the papaya mixture firmly down into the jar. If needed, use a clean glass or stainless steel weight to keep all the pieces fully immersed beneath the brine line. This keeps the anaerobic, oxygen-free environment stable for preservation. How long does homemade atchara last in the fridge? Atchara made using the traditional hot brine method is stable and long-lasting when stored correctly. Because of the high acidity and sugar content, it preserves very well under cool conditions. Unlike fresh food, atchara continues to improve in flavor over the first few days as the aromatics infuse the brine. If you process and seal your atchara properly and keep it refrigerated, you can expect it to last for several weeks, if not months. Initial shelf life. After preparing the atchara, store it in the refrigerator. It develops its best flavor profile after sitting for at least 24 to 48 hours. It will easily maintain its quality for 4 to 6 weeks. Some batches stored successfully remain good even longer, up to 2 months, if the jar stays sealed and sanitary. Signs it is time to discard. While the brine acts as a powerful preservative, atchara will eventually spoil. Always use your senses to determine if the condiment is still fresh. Physical changes. Look for any signs of mold growth on the surface, which usually appears as white or colored patches. Color and clarity. If the brine appears cloudy, slimy, or develops a noticeable film, discard the jar immediately. The brine should remain relatively clear. Off smell. A strong, noticeable odor that goes beyond the normal vinegar smell is a clear warning sign. Good atchara smells tangy and fresh, not sour or fermented in an unpleasant way. Taste test. If everything looks and smells right, but the taste is flat, overly alcoholic, or bitter, it is best to throw it out. Always use a clean utensil when serving atchara. Introducing foreign bacteria from dirty spoons or fingers is the fastest way to shorten its shelf life. Atchara is far more than just a pickled side dish. It is an easy-to-make, versatile, and essential part of Filipino cuisine. It provides the crucial acidity and crunch needed to balance rich, savory main courses like lechon and fried pork. The simple method of selecting firm green papaya, balancing the sweet and sour brine, and adding flavorful aromatics makes it a truly rewarding project. Proper storage ensures your homemade atchara stays crisp and ready for pairing with any meal. We encourage you to try your hand at making a batch now. Enjoy this bright, tangy condiment in time for your next holiday meal or gathering for a refreshing taste experience. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.